Tracy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I went in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Come on. Hey, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. It's our time. It's our time.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott Good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he takes it and goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now back to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about it. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, bomb tag, check, bomb tag.
They go play action with Hurts. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Aaron Siposs now. Back deep is Steven Sims. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
43 for Mike, 43. Check, 43.
Back to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right in the beginning.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is out of bounds here. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Ready?
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check three, check three, check three.
Ready?
Gainwell is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a dump off here complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they play.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cameron Hayward. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this returnable for Sims. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They go play action here on 1st down. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Desmond Ridder taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, this this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. That's good for 28 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, 33 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Check, 59. Watch the run.
Cowboy 80.
Check 4.
7 Pirates.
They're going to look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On second and goal, Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Beckham will go in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Here's a diving catch right side. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a diving catch here. Did he hang on? Yes, he got it. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Sanders shaking and baking. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's brought down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hurts throws complete to Goddard, and they're going to get this down to about the 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, They scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Connecting with Johnson, and he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's back to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into the hands of Beckham. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll send Austin in motion right. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Austin is there and brings in another one. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Eagles, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.